We are chilling. We are ready for action. We are ready to see the markets. Let me go ahead and see those A's in the chat. What is up, team? Welcome back. Welcome back. For a second there, I'm like, wait a second. I'm not hearing the voice through YouTube. But now we're here. Now I see it. What is up, Smoke Screen? Devin, CoinFox, my apologies for coming in so late, you guys. I actually kicked up the... I kicked it up a notch, and I'm actually going to start releasing some regular videos at night. Again, I'm coming back into that, right? But, yeah, so it actually pushed the schedule just a little bit later. But I will tell you this, man. I will tell you this. You know, the one of the reasons that ARCa Bull's name did come up over its time was because of this. I don't know if you've noticed, right? But on the in the YouTube next to my name, it tells you how many videos I've released. And from the beginning of ARCa Bulls, which has been just a little over 2 years, it's been about 1.2 thousand videos that I've released thus far, right? So I feel like I gotta kick it back in another notch and make sure to maintain myself above and beyond that and continue it, right? But just so you guys know, I'm gonna start to try to include things within the within the crypto realm, and also the large caps, and also some micros and small caps, right? So we're gonna try to put things together as we did before, right? But I appreciate everybody for coming on by. Please make sure to react to the video, react to this live stream, right? Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, do all that good stuff that is necessary to get us rolling, right? But let's go ahead and pop open the charts here to see what we actually have in store for tonight. CoinFox is already mentioning it. Dude, that song is pretty sick, right, my dude? The edge again, yeah. Joe H absolutely loves the song, man, and I can't tell you, man. I love that I can get a positive reaction over the creative side and the entertainer side of me as well, right? So good stuff there. But let me say hi to some people here. What is up, Devin? Good to see you, man. Thank you so much for checking out those videos. Yeah, I did release that little trending ticker BOME, and I also released the GNS video, right? So all good in the hood, right? And now we're here making this live market prep, and I do think it is important for us to kind of keep ready, right? Because this is really how we get ourselves prepped for the next day of trading. So let me just go ahead and pop open here some tunes. I see, all right, I already see the team coming in here, man. Very, very, very cool. And okay, so yeah, why don't we start off with the I know that CoinFox just mentioned it's the IWM green light to run. Oh, dude, me too, man. Absolutely, me too. So this was part of the thesis that I was kind of putting together before, right? It's using silly formations, right? Silly little chart patterns and stuff, but this would be the process. This is going to be critical timing here, man. So I still see a regression for an upside continuation here. I thought we were going to be able to reach into that area of about 208 as a resistance touch of this regression here, but it's looking like, you know, it's going to be around the 209, maybe mid 209s, right? So right around there, I do think we would be facing a really critical point. And this would be the validation of the convergence of, or yeah, I guess we're going to be converting this 208.12 into support, right? Break out of this, get that resistance from the silly sideways line, diagonal line, and then come back in and start getting our validations of support at this 812 critical level, right? And this will mark off a potential continuation to the upside, but small caps are looking pretty good, and I do see a massive continuation for them. In fact, almost every small cap that I noticed today was green, except for a few of them that are playing against the markets. But yeah, very, very impressive run, right? So, and man, yet again, we actually got some good news coming out of this freaking Fed, right? Well, GDP came in with a 2, which is a massive, massive, massive beat, right? And we got 3 rate cuts coming in for this year. Which, by the way, in my personal opinion, I do not think we're going to do the rate cuts on this following Fed meeting. I do believe that we're going to do it into the next one, right? And why? Because I do think that the Fed is they use forward data, right? So we need to get that data in first. So right at that next Fed meeting, not the one that's next, right next to this one here that we just had, but the following one. I think that's when we're going to be releasing a potential rate cut, and the reason why is because of the CPI data, right? We'll be able to have in hand what CPI is looking like. They probably will be able to make a conscious decision by then. Not sure, but that's just my opinion here. It feels like something that could be in the cards. So I guess for now, Jerome Powell pretty much signed off a green light and a go-ahead for continuation in a bullish trend. But I will say that there are some risks to the upside. I do think that we're reaching some levels here that would require us to potentially pull back somewhere, right? Somewhere. But how can we determine where that pullback can be? Well, I guess we can use the stats, right? We can use geometrics and yeah, so let's try to do that now, right? So statistics here. Let me pull up a 24-hour chart and see what that's looking like, right? Powerful upside. In fact, earlier I must admit that we did see a potential downside. It was such a last-minute thing too, based on some orders that we noticed that were really off-putting. We noticed some things that were just not typical in the markets, and I'm wondering if that huge order that we noticed was part of a bear trap or something. I don't know, but yeah. So we actually, just to be clear, over the last few days, we have been saying that we've been very bullish the SPY or the broader markets, right? And man, I can't believe we just didn't stick to our initial thoughts, right? But very curious that we ended up getting that very rip that we spoke of about a day or two ago, right? So yes, we marked off the top as well. We were talking just this morning, you know what? I'm seeing a potential 180 coming out of Tesla. We see a 520, 518 coming out of the SPY. We were noticing the upside targets, right? But yeah, we got a little side smacked there by some data, but this is absolutely incredible what we experienced here, team. And it feels like we're going to do another grind up yet again. My goodness. So 24-hour chart here. We got to take a look at some of the retracement levels, or take a look at some of the forward levels. So particularly speaking, the upper bound of the 2 standard deviation multiplier being the retracement from the mean, right? So we had a mean reversion at the 511, right? Bounce from that 511. This upside here is now thrusting way beyond the upper bound of the first standard deviation, right? That was at 519. We just created support out of that 519, 1 standard deviation multiplier. The next one to observe will be the upper bound of the second standard deviation, and that would be located right at 528.46. So let's go ahead and put that into perspective here, right? So 528.46, and we'll take a look at some other metrics regarding that, right? So you know what? We'll just put an alert there just in case, right? So we'll leave that in there. This is our this is our 2 standard deviation top. So let's just say that we open tomorrow at 522 or 523 if we gapped up a little, right? Well, 522 or 523 would naturally lead to a 528 top. And the reason why is because if you go back to a daily time frame and you look at your current ATR top, that is telling you that your current ATR is set to a $5 run right here. Daily time frame, 494 in ATR, you have $5 in average true range. So $5 up, sure. We may be able to reach that 528 tomorrow. Of course, we can experience a pullback. This is typical for us to experience. Remember that we got a lot of this. Let's see. Yeah, we got a lot of the continuation to the upside here in the post hours, right? Your traditional close was around, what was it? Around the 520, right? 520.48. Post hours came up to 522.05, closing 521.88, right? So there's still the potential where we make a new high here, potentially to the 12-hour ATR top of 523.66. We'll revert from that 523.66 and close that gap all the way down to the prior day, right? So now that's not the end of it, though. That's only a temporary support. The thing here is that you don't have any other tangible support back here. This is price discovery. We've made a new all-time high. So that's where things like maybe a bull trap could be introduced, right? So you could be seeing a bull trap into these levels here. So if you do get that bull trap, there's going to be very likely a potential drop into that prior day's close, followed by a potential drop to that top side of around 518.29. Fail that 518.29, we're coming down to 515 to around 510. All right, so if we get those retracements down there and we start failing those targets of 515, 510, that's going to be taking us to that very, very famous inflection point of 503. That 503 area is that gap that we faced when the NVIDIA thing was happening. So there is that probability too, okay? I don't, and in all that move, we're not talking about a bear cycle. We're talking about a macro higher low, because in all reality, it would still be bullish. So please make sure to trade the markets responsibly, right? We need to make sure that we can keep the signals in play. We need to make sure that we can practice our discretion at our best, right? Try to concentrate on every metric. Keep in mind this, right? Because everybody now is set on a green light. To tell you the truth, this is a very, very bullish close. Absolutely awesome candle here. In fact, we're getting inclining volume bars right on the 12-hour time frame. That's only telling me that we're continuing to the upside here. Okay, so I don't want to say that I see that this is going to sell off. I just don't see the bears lining up yet. I don't see it just yet. We may have to get into the 525s, maybe get into the 526 area, especially up there, right? So let's just see how that, and maybe even up to the 528. So let's see that, right? Because we notice things like this all the time. Look at NVIDIA, right? We were expecting a $1,000 NVIDIA and it retraced from 974. So, 528, 527 here, 6, that could be a zone of a bull trap. So we could retrace at that point, so we got to be very careful. Hey, how y'all doing? It's saying, my brother, how you doing? Good to see you here. Thank you so much for coming on by. CoinFox just give you a little fire right there, man, right? So, all good. Yeah, man, it looks like the bears kind of got squeezed a little bit here, right, on that potential play. So very, very curious times here, team. And I will repeat, although I'm speaking to you about retracement targets here, I am not speaking directly immediately. Okay, I am really talking about a continuation to the upside here, but we have to be overly protective of this upside because we are completely in price discovery. We don't know what the topside resistances are. So with that said, let's go ahead and see if we can line up some fibs, right? So let's do a fib retracement from that top side of 518 down to the swing low of about 508.49, right? So let's do that now. And it looks like we're getting some signals here at the 524.54. We were just talking about a 526 potential. That's lining up pretty nicely there. And it looks like the 2 fib is lined up right at the 528 mark that we were just talking about for a potential pullback, right? We in fact put our alert right here. Right here, 528.46, 2 fib, 528.41. Okay, so there's definitely some confluence there. Okay, and very interesting green bar from Tuesday here. This bar bounced right from the knot 382, which is in the golden pocket. And as you may know, that golden pocket is located between the knot 618 and the knot 382 Fibonacci ratio for a continuation to the upside. Very bullish area to bounce from, right? So very, very cool stuff here. Okay, so yeah, we still got some upside to look at, right? Especially that one spot 618 at 524.54. If we're going to bull trap, it would be within this zone here. Okay, so be very protective over your long positions in this area here. Okay, so we're just going to mark it off here. We're going to kind of highlight it and leave it as like a bright red, right? So this is your be careful, be careful area. Keep in mind this zone here, okay? Very cool stuff. Anyway, let's go ahead and move on to the DXY. Notice how we had a huge decline here and a continuation to the downside. We actually nailed a couple targets here using the dead cat bounce here, right? Very nice downside targets. In fact, I don't even know what the hell happened with this crazy ass wick all the way up to 104, 149, right? Crazy. I don't even know if anyone saw that. Is that like a 1 minute wick or what is that? Wow. Look at that. It happened within a 5 minute. It probably is a 1 minute. It is. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So CoinFox is saying I had 5380 as the next target ES. That was the Fed release. Dude, actually earlier in the morning, do you remember that I was talking about a potential 5304 to 5314 ES? And of course, you know, we got faked out with this crazy rare, super rare order. The 750,000. Oh, dude, what? Like that. I wonder if that was the bear trap. I wonder if that was a bear trap. You know, if anyone was going to see it, it would be the knowledgeable trader. I'm sorry, the experienced traders. That was insane, but very, very interesting stuff. Let me hold up, buddy. Let me put you in. Say that one more time because now I got the mic enabled for you.
I was thinking it was an order that was there to trigger the algos up. I mean, after we started making the move up, I'm thinking, did they use that to trigger the algos?
Right. And
that's huge.
Dude,
I've never seen anything like it.
Look at this thing too, right? There's abnormal behavior everywhere. Like, I mean, we're looking at a wick here that's from 103, 251 all the way to 104, 149. What the hell is that? We called that. Huh?
Remember I said that whole move can happen in 5 minutes when the Fed comes out.
Oh yeah. It literally happened in a 1 minute candle. That's insanity.
It was like bang.
And that's the
took
effect.
All the liquidity.
That's the effect from these people, man. They're crazy. It's the way that they speak. It literally mangles the market around like crazy. But yes, team, we were absolutely noticing a potential 5,300 top on the ES in the morning before we noticed this crazy order, right? So check it out, 5,307. I personally was speaking of a 5,304 to 5,314 based on an ATR top, a daily ATR top, and we nailed that, man. So very good stuff here. The only thing is, yeah, dude, of course. And again, I was also speculating on this potential breakout. It was a really early breakout here. So what are the next targets for the ES? I mean, CoinFox is already speaking of a potential 5,380. I do not see that as a bad call out. I actually do see it supported. 3.272, 5,380.25. We have a couple things to kind of combat on the way up, but the 2.618 at 5,340. And of course, we have very close to that 5,380.25, the 3.618 at 5,401. Could it be that we're going to get this massive run? At least a 5,380 could be the effort of, I don't know, 1 or 2 days. But let's pull up the stats. Let's see what the data is kind of looking like right now. So check that out. Daily ATR top right now, looking at 5,347, perfectly right at that 2.618 at 5,340.75. If we were to extend into that target that CoinFox is speaking of the 5,380, then yeah, we can absolutely see a 4-hour continuation and bounce from the mean at 52.31. That one standard deviation is going to land you at about 52.97, right? Which is what we're converting into a support right now, followed by the upper bound of the 2 standard deviation multiplier at 53.64. Absolutely close to that 3.272. Now that gives us a range, right? So we can go ahead and highlight that 53.40 to 53.47, right? So let's go ahead and put it down just like that. This is one of the range here. And the next one would be from that 53.64, just like this, right? We want to keep in mind, we want to keep an eye on a zone, not on solid, just one-ended targets. Can't do that, right? And this would be your next range here, 53.64 to 53.80. These could be the next areas to observe. Of course, daily ATR top 53.47, that puts a high likelihood to the 2.618 before a retracement. So eyeballs on the ES. eyeballs on the SPY, of course, naturally. And definitely keep an eye on the IWM because the IWM is massively powerful right now. Small cap stocks, micro caps, they're probably going to continue on a stupid run to the upside, literally defying gravity. All right. So I gotta say, financials are up too, right? Take a look at your regional banking ETF. Massive run on that daily time frame, right? 47.14 all the way to the top side of about 49.26. Very impressive run here on the regional banks, and it looks like we still have continuation to the upside. If we pull out that 4-hour time frame, take a look at the power behind exactly this. Upside momentum. I mean, pivoted straight to the upside here, completely erect, right? Take a look at your volatility surpassing the mean. We're getting an upside pivot on the moving average and completely expanding, right? This is absolutely powerful for a 4-hour time frame. This 4-hour time frame is likely feeding the 6 and 8 hour in a cascade, right? So 6-hour time frame, very nice upside pivot. Huge expansion phase crossing above that moving average. 8-hour time frame, same situation here, right? All of these time frames with this upside pivot and expansion happening is leading to a continuation to the upside. KRE very likely to reach the top side of about 50.51 here over the next day. So let's take a look at the stats and see what the daily ATR is. 48.39, and you're looking at the upper bound of the first standard deviation multiplier at guess where? 50.37. Very nice. And we're now converting the 8-hour mean into a support. 48.54. We're sitting at 49.23. Impressive times here, team. It looks like the entire market may continue to the upside here, and we're already testing. 5-minute time frame is literally testing the high of day in the post hours, right? So this is ridiculously powerful. I can't express to you how careful you need to be, right? Because usually when all these stars are aligning, right, and all the and the knight in shining armor is over here promising you the moon and the stars, right? It's those are usually times for you to kind of run, right? Because greed is going to skyrocket at this point, and usually you want to sell that greed, right? So you got to be very careful. So CoinFox is saying no orders are there till morning. He was way downstairs. So for future reference, I'm going to treat those that are so far away. Let's see, I get you, with a little bit less of importance, right? So IWM 220, financials, lead tech will follow. I absolutely agree. And I'm thinking here that at least for the shorter term, within the next day or two, maybe even 3 days effort, we could reach the 209 level of the IWM. It's not the fastest. It's not the fastest in the world, right? But your daily ATR top was that 204. We cleared that like very nicely here. And if we actually, you know what? Let's use a 24-hour chart for this instead. So let's see. Yeah, we already converted that thing too on a 24 hours. So here it is, right? Here it is. Your upper bound of the first standard deviation multiplier, 208.32. And this is our discretion here, 208.12. To be clear, it is a bit of a range, 207.75 to about 208.15. If we were to continue to the upper bound of the second standard deviation, which is absolutely probable, keep an eye at the 213 mark and 213.01, right around there, which is kind of, let's see. Oh man, this is implying just new highs too. Jeez. So I guess we would have to use the all-time high, right? 210.40. Is that really the all-time high? No, it's not. Okay, thank goodness. 213 landing us. Okay, this would be your tangible resistance. 210 to about 212.23. That would be your range there. Oh man. Let's see. Here we go. I'm just gonna note it down there. That would be the only thing to prevent us to reach the upper bound of the 2 standard deviation multiplier. This very important trough right back here, which marks off, when was this? March of this was the March 29th of 2022. That was actually post market, or very early market there. And that could be the resistance overall. And then it could be an effort of 2 days. That's what I'm just saying, right? Because we're looking at a $3.69, almost $4 ATR on this, right? So, maybe the 212 gets realized tomorrow, maybe not. But it is definitely possible. It's in the cards, and now we have the targets there, and you also, okay, team. So please, please, please be very careful when trading the financial markets. I do say this often, right? The easier trade is usually made after the Fed speech, right? To, like, for example, tomorrow or later today for some of us who are in the East Coast where it's very late. My apologies again, but yeah. So let me go ahead and take into consideration here a link for YouTube, right? So please, guys, go ahead and hit that link. I'm sorry, that's actually the stock market bull run live, right? Let me go ahead and copy that one more time. I fail all the time. Here you go. This is the link to join the ARCa Bulls trading team. Go ahead and hit that and join us as soon as tomorrow. Hurry, 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 right? So let's go ahead and continue on the analysis here. And you know what? Very little change on the 10-year yield. We didn't get any movement almost at all, right? I mean, I do see a very nice drop here. That initial announcement did have this thing capitulate to 4.234. And this was that whole mangle, right? The I was talking to you guys about this during the live stream, so that you can kind of see it in like firsthand, right? I was giving you that exaggeration of like, yeah, well, I'm a federal, Fed Chair Jerome Powell here, and we're talking about monetary policy, and we're just gonna, we're feeling like we're never gonna rate cut again, right? And then bam, you get the thing to the upside and down and up and down, and dude, these guys really don't they mess around like crazy. If I were a Fed member, I would absolutely mess around like that, bro. So look at this. This is literally what we spoke of, right? So you got to be careful out there, man. This is literally Jay Powell. This is him playing around. JPP handing you the damn business here, right? You got to be careful when trading along his words, right? But yeah, let's go ahead and continue on the analysis here. We have a couple of tickers to look at still. We still have to take a look at the ticker symbol TSLA, as this absolutely reached some of the targets that I was talking to Ian, right? ARCa Bulls member. I told him, dude, I don't know, bro. Maybe it was very early in the session. I told him, you know what, dude, if I were you, maybe consider removing risk, slow the rate of loss down, because I see this thing reaching 176 today, 180, right? So that thing absolutely ripped to that target, even still, man. So, but we were getting a little worried that, damn it, did we pull out too early? But no, dude. I think that the best thing, dude, no, hell no. You think you got killed? The people who waited this right here got destroyed. They got destroyed, bro. I know you faced a loss on this, but I think you took the smallest one from this, man, because this was stupid, right? And it was probably the best choice for you to make on getting out of that position. Oh, man. So, Aiden, what is up, buddy? Asking, how was this morning? I had my last final this morning. Also, what's up, guys? Dude, it was a very interesting day, right? It was Fed Day today, so they gave us some pretty good news. GDP coming in with a massive beat. Jay Powell pretty much gave us the green light for a continuation to the upside broader market. And, right, so short the Dixie. So, I'm just kidding, guys. Don't take that as financial advice. Just please be very careful. So anyway, team, let's go ahead and take a look at the comments here. I think I saw my boy, where is he? Jay Abrams, what is up, my dude? Good to see you here. He's asking, could you look at, is that KURL? Is that what it is? You were about to buy 10,000 tomorrow, bought in, let's see, at 10. I think this is the play. I overstepped my bounds, ARCa. I apologize. Please look. No, it's okay, Jay. I appreciate you coming on by. But answer me this question, my brother. Is it actually KURL? Is that what it is? It's a little bit small up there. Come on, blind guy. So let me start typing it in and see what else. Is it I? KU. Yeah, I need to know what. Yeah, give me the ticker, buddy, because I'm not seeing anything under KURI or KURL. So speak, or forever hold your peace. Joseph, what is up, buddy? No. AMC, no. That would be like now I guess it would be considered a small cap. For a while, it was a mid cap. But I mean, if you're, dude, I hate that ticker. But let me, I'll run it for you. I'll run the correlation coefficient for you, dude. I do not like this ticker though. But let me see. So let's run a correlation coefficient against the IWM. Good question though, man. Sure, let's no fault in asking, no fault in trying to find out. So let's pull the daily time frame first and see. Okay, so it has not so much correlation on the daily time frame, but in reality, you want to see the weekly time frame, right? So weekly time frame here is actually showing zero correlation. It is in the minus numbers of correlation alongside the IWM small caps, right? So yeah, AMC is definitely not paired with that. If anything, I would consider the broader markets like the S&P, but even still, that's the. It's just, dude, we're talking about a ticker that has millions of market participants. With any pump to the upside that this gets, those people are going to probably try to take advantage of that, man. And they're going to try to take advantage of the, you know what, let me just get out of this right now. Look at this. Zero correlation on the weekly time frame as well, even less with the SPY. So this is pretty much telling you that the AMC ticker is running on its own freaking clock, and you don't want to be a part of that, brother. You definitely don't want to be a part of that. So, Mark, KUL. Oh, gotcha. Okay, so a little bit of dyslexia there, right? It might as well have been me, right? So KULR. Goodness gracious. So, all right. Yeah, let's take a look at this real quick for you, buddy. I know that a lot of times I forget to look at your tickers, but it's okay. Let's take a look at this now and see what's up, right? So of course I'm gonna go ahead and type in here the IWM and see its correlation against that index here. In fact, it has zero correlation to it, so it is an NYSE ticker. It's an IC, right? So let's also keep that into consideration here. I think I saw zero correlation to that too, though. Let me see. Yeah, what the hell? It's growing a little bit. Let me see the daily. Okay, yeah, the daily time frame is kind of showing an increased amount of correlation towards the SPY. Okay, so that's telling you that there could be influence from the SPY ticker. So let's kind of pair that together here and see what the deal is. There we go. Oh, dude, let's do that. Let's come back one more time. Here we go. And let me pull this down here. Yeah, dude, yeah, nice. It is getting some correlation right now, right? So it is creating a new weekly high, and it is converting a critical level into support, and that level would be located right about, let me just do this and point that out, right? Yeah, literally right here, right? You have that candle wick top right here. You have that opening of this candle here, wick on top here, right? Very, very highly correlated area. And just below that, you do have a very confluent zone as support right down here at 2037. So if I'm not mistaken here, you're getting an incline of volume. This is likely to continue to the upside. But before I make any final, decisions on what I'm going to say, then let me look at the immediate short-term time frame too. So yeah, 3-hour time frame, very nice thrust to the upside. Complete expansion right now, upside pivot on stochastics. 4-hour time frame, upside pivot on stochastics, expansion phase happening. 6-hour time frame, upside pivot, expansion. Yeah, 8-hour time frame, nice, man, nice. Yeah, this is likely to continue. And if I can see a pullback, can't see it yet. But I guess we're going to have to use technical levels here to determine where that pullback is going to be, because if you enter the market right away, you may experience an immediate rejection. For example, up here at around 2301, this is the rejection zone, right? Let me give it to you. 2301 to about right here at 2354. Immediate rejection at this point, likely to come back down to test that 22-cent zone before a continuation to the upside, right? But very corrective moves and very likely to continue to the upside. And let's just pull up the stats here and see what could be in line for this ticker, right? So daily ATR top, you're looking at an already combated time frame. So let's 24 hours it is. We already completely slammed through that too. Okay, so we got to look beyond this now. Okay, you're at resistance in almost every. Oh, dude, what? Let me see the 12-hour time frame since it read some upside here. Okay, so yeah, you're looking at about 23.5 as resistance to the upper bound of the 2 standard deviation at 24.7. Okay, so yeah, that's going to be 24.72, which is right about. Let's match it with a tangible target. It looks like that would be your pocket of resistance right about here for tomorrow, okay? Heads up on that. 25 to about 25.52. Right in here. So you're gonna have to get over these targets here first, man. It's gonna be 23.55 followed by 24. Get over those first, and then you're likely to see those top sides. So just trade this very responsibly. Please be very careful. Because these assets are dangerous, man. You don't want to get trapped in these, man. These are really shitty plays, right? But let's go ahead and continue and see what the deal is. CoinFox, Chad, I got you, buddy. Yeah. Sorry, dude. Sorry, I didn't see you. Let me take a look at ticker Roku here, right? Very freaking slow mover considering all the damn pressure to the upside that we're getting, right? Let's see. CoinFox is saying Microsoft, Netflix, Meta look ridiculously bullish with plenty of meat left. If you're going to trade 20-cent assets, trade crypto. What the hell, right? At least it can run 500%, literally like we were doing today, man. 600-point runner on that Bitcoin short. Awesome times. So, yeah, team, very dangerous, very, very dangerous assets to be trading. I think it's just... you're going to get the highest concentration of uneducated traders in one spot, right? And that's going to be those assets, right? So maybe consider trading something safer, maybe something above $200, above $150, and then you'll be introduced into a little bit more, it's going to be more true to price action and the rules and the way things should be traded normally. Coin, sorry, buddy. Did you want to share something with the team? My apologies, my brother. I'm good. Okay, chilling. So, anyway, team. So, Roku, I wish it had the conviction for the upside that we were looking for, right? So, this had a very nice open. Let's pull up the daily. Let me see what it actually did, right? Open at about 64.17, 65.55 top, and almost recovered that 65.55 top by the post market. Let's take a look at momentum here on the 4-hour time frame and see if we have continuation. Oh yeah, we do. Yeah, it's just there's a lot of chop here, right? This chop box needs to get broken, and but yes, this is absolutely thrusting to the upside. Very, very strong initial push on the hourly and bi-hourly. Very strong initial thrust here. So 3-hour time frame, absolutely upside pivot in the bullish control zone of the stochastic momentum. Expansion phase still happening, right? But it dropped because of the post hour, so it's okay. 4-hour time frame, upside pivot, stochastic. We're expanding now, so that's a full-on fired signal on the 4-hour time frame, statistical upside. 6-hour time frame, very nice upside pivot, expansion phase. Not quite fired just yet. The moving average is still inside of the 15th percentile. Got to be careful there. And the 8-hour time frame has a very, very interesting setup here, because if we do get further volatility, especially into breaking the highs of about 66.16 to about 60, this top side of 66.81, expansion could happen almost right away. which means that the stochastic momentum indicator may enter the bullish control zone plus a fired signal, both moving average and volatility component beyond this 15%. This kind of requires a backtest. If you did a backtest here of the 8-hour time frame, volatility in linear versus stochastic momentum here at the break of the 15 percentile with both moving average and component, you're probably going to get some incredible upside targets, right? This signal is almost fired, and it could be probably by Friday that we'll see that signal fire. Look at the 12-hour time frame as well. This is already expanding and trying to get beyond the 15% upside pivot here in the gravitational zone. This is another signal right here. And let's see the daily time frame, right? That could very likely that could be another one too. Yeah, no, if anything, I would be back testing the 12-hour time frame here. This is absolutely strong. Let's see DMI on this. Bulls are leading the way. We have not quite yet full trend, right? We're at about 20% trend on the ADX. This still needs a little more push for trend, but something tells me that your 8-hour time frame may already be present and ready to go. 8-hour time frame sitting at about, not even then yet. Yeah, I still think we need a bit more push to the upside, aka break above these levels here. Get upside of this 66.75 zone. You're definitely going to be introduced to some very nice exponential moves. So that is it for Roku here, and let's take a look at what the heck is happening here, right? What is the chat saying? GOEV saying, Sebastian Lim, my brother, good to see you here. Thank you so much. Mark Roach, good to see you, my brother. And Johnny Barnes, I'm sorry, guys. I know that there's a bunch of messages here that I kind of skipped over, right? It's just we're starting a little bit late. Still got to take my daughter out to drive a little bit, but we're still good in time right now. Let's go ahead and continue the analysis and see what is up. Mark Roach is saying the Roku all-time high is is it really? Let me take a look at this. Let me pull up the weekly time frame or the monthly even. Dude, what? No way. What the hell was it doing all the way up there? And also, was it RS? Was it because of dilution or why? No, I don't think it's ever seen an RS ever. Not bad. Holy crap, yeah. That was a true target. That was a true valuation at one point. Roku had a 490 valuation here, and this has never seen a reverse split. So nice. Very, very cool. Like I said, right, I am getting some signals here for a potential continuation, but it's just so damn slow, right? So hopefully this thing could kick it up a notch soon and then continue onwards and forwards, right? So, yeah, man. So, yeah, heads up on Tesla. There's definitely upside to continue to consider here. 180 to 185 potential targets. Quick little analysis on that. And then followed by that 185. 193 could be your next zone for observance, right? Right in here at this gap. So there could be that continuation to that point. Confluence with the bottom side of October 31st, 2023 lows. And now, yes, so Seb, oh, dude, look at, dude, sorry, Seb, I'm going to look at GOEV, but look at Netflix. This was something that CoinFox just mentioned a few minutes ago, and I'm like crossing by it right now, and I'm like, oh, dude, this is absolutely ridiculous, man. Netflix is about to be stopped by very little targets here, right? So 634.58 to there is kind of a fair value gap there, right? 640.47. This could be a point of control here, right? So you know what? I haven't actually used that in a long time, right? But let me see if I can identify a point of control gap, and that could be giving us something. Which would it be, the V2 or no? And then also this one. Where are my side ones? Let's see. Whatever. So let me just go ahead and pull away from a couple of these, right? Not the dynamic one, and definitely not this one here. So let's see. Very interesting times. And where were we talking about? We were talking about, let's see. Let me just pull it up. 629.97. Let me get rid of this thing here. Let me pull up the daily time frame instead. See if we have any pockets in there somewhere. Yeah, right in here. Let me see. Yeah, that is a mate. I guess it would be, right? I mean, particularly to this zone here around 637.34. That was a quick shift, and there is, oh dude, there there could be a massive amount of people trapped around that area there. So there could be a critical amount of resistance here, as some people uh, may want to take their profits there. So in other words, what I'm saying here is that it has a high average true range, but there's a lot of crap in the way, right? So immediately here, not even its average true range top, you're already getting stopped, right? Right at that 634 zone. You're sitting at 628 right now. So your risk to reward ratio becomes a little stagnant, right? So it'll start kind of diminishing here unless you are willing to hold the line, right, and just let it play out the play. The problem is that you'll be in the red a lot during that upside. So I was explaining the price action of Tesla and Netflix today, right? So let's, you know what, I'll go ahead and explain it to you guys here too. Let's just say, for example, that you're looking for a topside target right up here at around 780.26. This thing is trading at 629. So if that really is your upside target and you have the validators here and all statistics are pointing towards that side, geometrics, we have the catalyst and everything. No matter which way you look at it, Netflix and Tesla tend to trade like this. And then bam, you got your target. So in this process, you got freaking stopped out 748 times. You're down all of your account, and then you got your target. You were right. You were right the whole time, you know? So I so in other words, if we're going to consider any trades on Netflix, let's consider the trade into an all-time high break. Cryptic is saying too hard to trade and Netflix is the worst. Guys, I can't agree more, right? This ticker is really a wild freaking stallion. It's a freaking wild horse. It goes everywhere, man. I mean, you can see it here in your daily range. Take a look at those daily candles. Like, what is all this? You know, that's kind of gross. You know, it's insane. It's really off-putting. Jay Abrams, you're very welcome, my brother. You're all in the shitty trades. Nice. Nice, man. Nice. Dude. So let's see. And yeah, Joseph, I hear that, man. I hear that, dude. So you're actually still holding your AMC and you want to never come back to it. I hear you, man. I hear you. So now, Sebastian, I got you now, buddy. Let's pull up ticker symbol GOEV, because you have been nailing it with this one on your call outs, right? For the team. So immediately, right off the bat, we want to take a look and kind of respect the simple fact that we have a bullish engulfing here, daily iteration, and outside bar, green bar here, right? We still have a green wick to kind of protrude here at that 388. But I will say that as soon as you start breaking those levels of around 354 to 388, things are going to start getting a little nasty here, man, for a potential upside. You're starting to actually clear larger gaps for bigger jumps, right? So from this point of around let's say 388 here, right? Your next inflection point would be located right around here at $5. And I'm talking about over a point jump at that point. Now, if you clear 509, then guess your next inflection. That's going to be between the space of about $6.48 to $7. And dare I say, it looks like psychology may want to take it here, closer to $9. So if that really is the case, then you have to draw a range here and really be about the freaking hold on this thing, right? 881 to about 965 is really where I'm looking at, right? So if it does get a complete thrust and a complete bullish run, then that could be your targets here in the matter of around 3 or 4 weeks. It just needs to get a continuation, right? But, and here, you know what? Let's do this. Let's run the correlation coefficient to see how correlated The GOEV asset is against the IWM. So let's pair it right now and see what that strength is looking like, right? So apply this and let's put this on a weekly time frame and see what's up, right? So a weekly time frame, no correlation whatsoever, but take a look at your daily as it is increasing with correlation, right? So a lot of these assets, because of that initial pump, right? Because of what the Fed said, everything is almost going to start shifting with each other. Like everything went into rhyme today. I don't know if you noticed that, right? But as soon at the I'm talking broader market run. We got crypto to the upside. We got freaking futures on the upside. We got everything, small caps, mids, large chips, everything ran. It was an all market run with the exception of a couple things, of course, right? So like the DXY and like potentially oil and stuff, right? But we already know the inverse plays of that stuff, right? But yeah, we pretty much had an all around run. So if this is really being forced into correlation here, then we got to start observing the physical price action of the IWM against GOEV. So why don't we kind of do that here just real quick? Put this on a new price scale, bring up the settings and kind of put them into candles here under style, right? Let's go to candles, apply, and make sure that we are on log, which we are. And this, oh, actually it would be right here. And that is your scale for the IWM. So now if we're comparing charts here, then it looks like, yeah, it looks like a really nice setup here. It is in a sense forced, right? So very cool, bullish engulfing printed here. And it is kind of traditional in a sense, right? Because we did get that downside first, indecision to spinning top doji here, right? Followed by your bullish engulfing outside green bar. And this is not giving up, right? 12-hour time frame. It's still almost reaching that 355 top. The likelihood of reaching the 388 here, man, tomorrow is super high. So now let's give a quick look to volatility and momentum, right? So this is going to give us a nice little sign. Let's see. So let me get rid of this thing here and see what's up. Okay. All right. So let me go to the 4-hour actually and see what's up, right? Oh, man, nice. 4-hour time frame, complete upside here in critical expansion. Okay, nice. 6-hour time frame, same situation, upside expansion. 8-hour time frame, upside expansion. 12-hour time frame, upside expansion, and daily time frame is the one. This is one massive setup, and in the bullish control zone, and huge. I mean, big. So I guess my back test here would be when the moving average reaches the inside of the critical expansion zone, 90%, right here. That would be my condition to backtest here throughout the daily time frame. And it looks like it doesn't have too many iterations. This may be like a 20, 30 sample backtest, and that'll give you some higher likelihood targets, man. But yeah, I think 12-hour and daily time frame stochastic momentum versus linear volatility is the way to go here. And these measured moves could lead to top sides of maybe above 7, 8, maybe even to 9 and deep 9s, man, close to $10. But looking good, man, looking good. Let's take a look at the chat here and see what's up. Mark Roach, what's up, buddy? Thank you so much for sharing your knowledge here. Jay Abrams saying, do you see a correlation between Netflix and Roku? Roku, the platform for Netflix, which, by the way, is in AI Play. I'll check it out for you. And let's see. CoinFox saying, actually, GOEV should run closer to $10. Today's daily took out weeks of losses. Dude, I agree. And Sebastian saying 12-hour BBWP, linear volatility versus stochastic, massively powerful. Agreed. $4.70 to $5. Yeah, that's around my. Those are around my immediate targets, man, to tell you the truth, right? Even this $5 top, $5.15 around there, very, very doable. I think that's the most bars printed on this ticker. Nice. Guys, hold on just a quick sec right here, right? Just please let me just have your patience for 2 minutes. Just a moment. Thank you for your patience, team. Let's go ahead and continue and see what the deal is. Smokescreen, what is up, buddy? Sure, absolutely. Let's take a look at that ticker, right? You're looking at Wolf. Let's see what's up. That's going to be WULF Bitcoin Miner. There we go. Finally getting that run, right? But of course, it had to run on this on the Fed announcement, right? So, damn, wow. So that was a very, very interesting upside on this, man. Nice stuff. Let me get rid of the IWM here. So running from the bottom side of 165 all the way to freaking 250. That is crazy. Absolutely crazy. So let's see what this has for the potentials, right? Very nice volume bar there. All right, so let's go back to the 4-hour time frame like always, right? Oh man, nice. In the gravitational zone upside pivot expansion, completely already starting to dive into that 90%. This is likely to continue to the upside, man, and just give it an immediate short-term time frame pullback, right? You're going to need to reload a little bit here. It could pull back to the areas of about 228 to about 218 before a continuation to the upside. So that upside here may start NYSE lunch into maybe Euro close right around there. But yeah, that would be maybe mid-session tomorrow. You're going to get a massive continuation to the upside. 6-hour time frame, absolutely pivoted towards the upside, approaching the gravitational zone of the bull strength percentile. You have a expansion happening there. 8-hour time frame, same situation, right? It's getting very close to critical expansion. You're getting a massive upside pivot. So what I'm saying here, when I say that you have expansion and an upside, when you expand, that means that the rate, the frequency, right? The rate of returns, the disbursement of returns are increasing drastically. So that means more transactions. So it's a higher frequency of transactions happening with an upside bias. So that's in essence you observing like hitting the gas, right? You're throttling towards the upside. So this is your throttle here, and this is your direction bias. And that's why I like watching this, right? Because you have several time frames expanding from critical contraction to an upside. So maximum contraction, meaning zero frequency here into just maximum frequency out of nowhere. And all of these metrics are looked at by traders alike, right? So if it maintains several time frames to an upside pivot, that's a very likely continuation move. So the rate of change, the ROC, yes, that's another indicator, a volatility-based indicator that you can do. CoinFox just pointed it out there. Actually, I did teach that to my master's students early on. The ROC is, you have the ATR, you have your ROC, you have Bollinger Bands, you have Keltner channels, you have BBWP, right? You have lots of volatility metrics that you can use for your advantage. It really just needs to meet your type of trading style, and then you'll be able to benefit from it, right? But yeah, me either, dude. I started noticing the ROC to be kind of I wasn't getting enough information from it, and I wasn't able to backtest it as much as I would like to, right? So it immediately it was actually Bollinger Bands first, then it was Keltner channels with the combination of them, right? From the Keltner channels, I entered the ROC, and then the ROC turned into the BBWP, the Bollinger Bands with percentile. So this I was able to measure because we had critical zones, and we had metrics to tell you on closing periods how many bars are you within a critical read. So that led to a pretty high edge for backtesting and for forecasting price. But it just takes a lot of work, right? And I'm in the process of furthering you already saw it. It's the Forecast Plus system. That's the actual algo. I'm coding this very discretionary thing into a robot. Oh, dude. I mean, I'm trying to just be real with the family here, man. Trying to provide. Right. So Candace Morrison saying they use nuclear power, right? Oh, sorry, you're talking to someone else. Jay Abrams, let's see, color commentary, turning it off now. And Sebastian Lim at BTC current price, I don't see why Wolf isn't a $4 minimum. Yeah. Well, dude, that's the thing, right? Is that at 69,000 Bitcoin, that was a $260 Solana. That was in a five zeros and eight. Yeah, five zeros and 8,000 Shiba. That was a 24 or 22 cent Doge. Um, and yeah, it's just I'm trying to run off memory here, but none of that is there. Solana is probably the closest one. It's like at 201 or something, 204 or something like that. So it's just the parabolic run that Bitcoin had, right? So in other words, if you're going to get the break even targets of all of these assets, you're probably going to need Bitcoin at 88 to 90,000 to see those upsides, maybe even 100K. So just heads up with that, right? But yeah, I understand. I understand the reasoning behind that. So man, massive upside pivots here on Wolf, and just real quick here, let's see your daily average. Yeah, we're beyond that. Let's take a look at the 24-hour chart one more time and see what's up. We're beyond that too. Okay. So your next potential targets are going to be this. Yeah, this is a complete mean, it mean reverted all the way the hell down here at a 157, right? Or I'm sorry, 193 to be exact. Actually, on a 24-hour chart, 193 would be your mean reversion, bounce from the mean, resistance conversion into support right now. 237 is at the upper bound of the first standard deviation. We're at 240. And the next target would be the upper bound of the 2 standard deviation multiplier at 281. So that would be your next target. Now, if you're going to pair that with something, what's going to get in the way of the 281 absolute top is this range here, this tweezer top right up here. That's going to be 274. So mark that as your range. 274 to 281, the higher probability targets leading into tomorrow, right? And I will say that we're now within the upside targets that we spoke of a few days ago, right? Right in here, 236 to 254, looking okay. This is my next one right here. And if we are to break this, observe the 325 followed by this range in here, 376 to 405. But yeah, it's looking okay. Just be careful how this is being played. Okay, so let's see. We need to take a look at NVIDIA, see what the hell NVIDIA is doing, and actually Meta too. Okay. Nice. Oh, dude. Yeah, this is looking really good. Yeah. Meta, yeah, we actually noticed coin is saying Meta took the lead. It literally did. We started noticing that Meta was mangling the S&P today, man. This was a big, and we started noticing, just by the way, let me remind you guys that we were noticing that Meta it was starting to want to take the lead around 3 or 4 trading days ago. We were already noticing that it was kind of, it was 2 weeks ago actually, right? We started noticing that it was trying to pull down the market, even though the market was going up. It started to run on its own strength. So at the break of today, oh man, it literally led it. And it was Meta first, followed by broader markets. Incredible. So as soon as it started getting the rhyming between the Nvidia and everything else, then of course it has the power of everything else to push to the upside. All you need is the rhyming between these mega caps. So so now CoinFox is actually providing some info saying it's the only Mag 7 cruising above the all-time the ATH. Cruising above. We still have a 523.57 to go on this. And that's another thing that we were saying about a few weeks back, is that if we break the 500 range, sure, we're going to get pullbacks here and there, but we would be experiencing in a bull cycle, we're going to be experiencing some really, really scary grinding up to like 550 into potentially 600. And that's kind of what's happening, right? So we have to watch out with these plays, because what's Meta's ATR, right? Let me pull up the stats here. Daily ATR, $14.24. So I'm looking at a target up here of about 512, and that's only half the move for tomorrow. So you're looking at a 40%, 38 to 40% move to the upside here. Beat this resistance here, and specifically the 514.36. That marks off your 50% upside, followed by the continuation. So, man, yeah, there could be a 519 tomorrow, 520 right around there, and let's see if this candle kind of matches that. 519.90, yeah, that would be it. And your upper bound of the 2 standard deviation multiplier 4-hour time frame, 518.26, completely rhyming. That's it. Of course, we're going to experience some push and pull here, right? But it's still, that's kind of what I'm observing here. So 519.95 or 90, whatever that was, to 518.26. We'll leave it around here, right? 32, and this is what we're looking at pretty much, right? So a couple of obstacles, but not many. I gotta say, not many at all. Oh man, let's see that weekly time frame. CoinFox is saying peep it. Oh, dude, yeah, absolute. Oh man, 1 day, 16 hours to close this weekly time frame. Massive outside bar here, right? This is this is complete regression. So this is a perfect trend line regression rejection off that bottom side. This is likely to continue, and to tell you the truth, feels like a bull flag weekly time frame, right? So if we're looking at measured moves here, let me just give you a little bit of a outlandish target for now, right? This is your what can I call this target? I could just call it the sensational target, right? This is practicing sensationalism. 576.46. So let's take a fib retracement bi-weekly. So we're gonna do the swing high to the swing low on a bi-weekly. All right, so very, very nice, right? We have the 565.52, 2.618. That gives you your range right in here. That's your next boom boom right there, right? So hopefully those are the fantasy targets. Nice, very nice. So that's it for Meta here, right? I definitely see an upside continuation up to the 518 to 520 tomorrow, and that is if we don't immediately rug pull, right? If we don't get into one of those targets where the bull trap zone starts happening. What I will say is that 518 to 523, actually 518 to 530, because you have 1.618 at 529.50. All of that is bull trap zone. That entire area here, watch your ass. All right. So be very careful. Do not go along the markets here pretending like you weren't warned, right? Because this would be the zone here to really capture some bulls and take them in for a ride, man. But yes, this is I'm honestly seeing a good 530 on this, into a good 2-day effort maybe. But CoinFox saying MSFT, right? Microsoft ticker. I will say that that's actually a little bit of a safer play to play, man. Here's that implied breakout, right? We were already observing this potential, and I think it was a daily play, and it broke out on that very candle, right? So top side of the price action here is leading to the 2.618, 431, 434, and the top side of my range is right at about 435.02 measured move, and that could be the retracement zone, right? We'll come back down to that weekly high, validate the 427.80, potentially down into the 425 zone, and then get a continuation onto the upside. We just got to see how this behaves. But this is man, this is just insane. What quarterly bonuses? That's right. We are in March, right? So that it would do that. Yeah. 435. That's your measured move top. Same one from last week. Yeah, we're still there, right? We had to do this. We had to do the convergence of price, breakout, retest, and continuation, right? So we're doing that zigzag. If we were to respect this bull flag, right? A potential measured move on that as well, and that would be your continuation target, psychologically speaking, right? So since we have, since we're practicing all-time highs, is just we have geometrics and psychology to kind of guide us, right? So continuation to the top side here, very confluent to the 3-spot 618, 444.63. So you have a 443.70 to 444.63 potential. Not saying we're going there. I am telling you that is a potential based on psychological and geometric tops. All right, so that's kind of what I'm looking for here, guys. We're getting ready to we could be getting ready here to be part of the bull run. Okay, so of course, remember to be very protective over your targets and be very protective over your risk. But this, to me, is very close to the bull's home. Okay, so I do think that if you're going to be a market participant, if you're going to be a trader, then it's especially in the broader markets like what we're looking at, tickers like what we're looking at here, the long bias has a stronger presence. Okay, the bulls have a stronger presence here. There is definitely some squeezy things happening here and there over broader market. So just don't take that as financial advice. It's just I'm saying that I'm long biased. That's all I'm saying. Okay, you guys. So and now CoinFox is saying close your eyes and hit the buy button. Let's go. Dude. But yes, team, I do like what I'm seeing here. I do see a continuation to the upside. Again, just be very careful, right? And now let's let me take a look at the VIX here. Nice. That is exactly what we needed, right? Yes. VIX needed to get away from that 14 and from that 16 zone, right? So we need to keep the VIX away from that 16. As you get closer to the 16, that's bear market territory. All right, so we got a complete rejection here on Monday the 11th, right? Tweezer top there. Bearish, outside red bar continuation. We knocked out that red bar and had a huge bullish engulfing here, and then complete long wicks to the upside, all this weakness, and today just kind of gave that ghost up, right? Very, very cool stuff. In fact, there is still a downside continuation. We are using this area here as a potential support, which is why I'm saying that we may be able to experience some pullbacks within the earlier part of the day before essentially continuing on to another continuation to the upside. More upside, right? So this means that I do think that, the VIX could reach a low of 1269 in the next day or two. Oh, dude, I hate saying that. And look at that, right? Daily ATR low, 1277. It is completely rhyming with what I just said. So, oh man, Cryptic Trader is saying that he is money biased. I completely agree with that. CoinFox is saying volume is crushed as soon as the market reads, pal. Now we look forward to the next round of data. Buy the dippers aren't done. That is absolutely right. Any pullback that you get, broader market, that could be the opportunity to buy and buy higher. So if you're continuing to notice that you have bulls buying at higher prices on any pullback, that's a great sign for continuation. No, we had a good GDP today, Aiden. We had a good GDP. We're going to do 3 rate cuts. three more right this year, which my personal bias is that the next data date is not going to be the one. I do think it's going to be the one in maybe July. Maybe. I actually whenever we get maybe the next data date, I don't think is going to be the one. I think it's going to be the one when we get the CPI read, because the Fed is dependent on data. So I would imagine that they would wait one and then get the adjustments based on the CPI read. So I think they may wait until maybe into 2025, but that Q4 would be released in what, January or something like that. So yeah, maybe in the beginning of January we're Christmas rally, bro. Santa Claus rally. That's essentially what I'm saying. But a big ass one. If we're gonna start rate cuts, then yeah, they may ramp up into election, and of course they're gonna do this, man. Like, what the hell else could it be? It's so damn freaking obvious. But yeah, cut in June and run it, dude. It could be it right there, guys. Check this out. This is an important break. Notice what the VIX is doing here. Oh boy, dude. Short the VIX. Let's go. This thing is gonna dump out, bro. This is massive break of market structure here. The VIX is likely to continue to the downside here. Of course, natural ebb and flow back to 1317 resistance at that 8-hour gap. And then even if it came back up here, right, to the range low, 1342, regression, resistance validation, continue to the downside. This is going to be a freaking crazy time in the markets, guys. We have a window of opportunity narrowing in here, and we're about to ride it. Join the ARCa Bulls trading team. Hit that link in the chat and join the team so that you know how to execute these trades. They never have cut before a major dump. Oh, dude. That would suck a lot. Unless the mean reversion is... unless they want to set the mean reversion at 54, 5,400 ES. That would be 2 standard deviations up on a weekly, and then mean revert to 5,400. I don't know, bro. I'm just speaking stupid right now, but I just feel like the upside here is just it's barely getting started, and Jay Powell kind of just fed the fuel into a bull run here, but all of us just being really protective. Yeah, man. Oh, dude, Philly saying I love people that keep calling the top. Dude, it gets scary up there, man. It gets scary here. You're going so high and so high. You're getting, you're getting the fear of heights, And Joseph is saying, at what time are you live tomorrow for the group? I'm going to sleep now, and I'm here in Florida. It's very late. Oh, dude. Yeah. So I'm going to be on at about 6 a.m. Pacific time, right? So that's going to be 6, 7, 8, 9 a.m. Eastern. For the pre-market, right? So New York time, that's 9 a.m. 30 minutes prior to open. But I would consider to get some rest, guys. In fact, I do need to take my daughter out to drive for a little bit here. We got just under an hour, or about an hour, right? But keep riding the wave, baby. That's right, Philly team. Thank you so much for coming on by. Really appreciate everybody here. Check out the videos that I just released on ticker symbol BOME for a crypto asset and GNS, right? And if you feel like you need to watch the market prep, definitely consider rewinding the video, and also consider hitting the join button right there on the Discord link in the chat. Very much appreciate everybody for coming out. I love you all. If any questions, you know where to reach me. CoinFox, Cryptic Trader, love you guys so much. Aiden, love you, buddy. Please be safe out there, and I'll catch you guys in the morning. Jay Abrams, Ian, catch you guys later. What's up, Zoe? I saw you in there. Fern5, love you, buddy. And if anything, you guys, Cyber Sultan, Love you guys. Thank you, Mark Roach, for everything you do and for all of the support, right? Candace, if you're still in here, love you so much. I know you're probably asleep in front of the computer right now, right? Super late on the East Coast, but really appreciate everybody for coming on by. Take care, team. Have a good night, and I shall say adios here, right? Please take whatever I do show and iterate within these videos as just a form of entertainment, as I cannot suggest for you to buy, sell, or hold any assets whatsoever, ever, never, ever, never, 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 never. I need you to do your own due diligence and everything will be cool. But with that said, I wish you well a very, very good rest of your night. And I will catch you at the Bell Mañana. Adios, team. Oh, yeah.
You're pretty entertaining there, buddy. You are, bro. You're good, man.